The Sony WF-1000XM4s. Oh God, like, okay. We've
Wait. Before you start, can I say this? What I've been preaching for years. Welcome to good audio.
Okay, this is not sponsored by Sony, but E's had these for a couple of weeks. I've had these for a short amount of time. Now, before we kind of go into it, and all of the details and our experience, just to give you an overview of what we've got here. So we do have a new integrated processor V1, which gives you improved noise cancellation, which is definitely noticeable, right? You've got high-res audio wireless via LDAC. You've also got new 6mm drivers. The size has been reduced, so it's around 10% smaller for the earbuds. The case has been massively reduced in size, so it's around 40% smaller compared to the previous generation. We now have IPX for water and dust resistance. We have 8 hours of battery life on the earbuds themselves with active noise cancellation on, and 16 hours on the charging case again, so you can get a maximum of 24 hours with active noise cancellation on if we include the case. A 5-minute charge will give you 1 hour play, so you've got USB charging, and you've also got cheap wireless charging. They're priced at £250 here in the UK or $280 in the US. Now, I'm not an audiophile, but I'll give you my sort of impressions being a non-audiophile, and then we'll hear from the actual audiophile, E. Okay, I'm gonna say this, right? So I'm gonna actually say this. To me, these are the best sounding wireless earbuds I have tried personally. Okay, now I don't have extensive knowledge. Again, this is from a non-audiophile, so in my opinion, and they also have the best active noise cancellation from any true wireless earbuds that I've tried personally. Okay, now there's some negatives as well, which we're going to come to, but I just wanted to kind of put that out there because testing these out, kind of switching them over, putting on the Galaxy Buds Pro, the AirPods Pro, which I would say kind of are my main go-tos when it comes to wireless earbuds. Noticeably, I just thought, okay, these sound really good. And also the active noise cancellation. The isolation with the it's like foam ear tips that you've got just kind of...
Comply foam.
Yeah, so very, very good. Battery life has been absolutely great. Now I'm gonna talk about some of the negatives, but before I move on to those, E, I want your thoughts.
They are bloody fantastic. I mean, they are really, really good. I think Sony's always done a good job in audio for a very long time, which a lot of people don't realize. But I can go into sound quality breakdown on the mids, highs, and lows. So I'm actually making a video which should drop, I think, on Wednesday. Either Wednesday or Thursday, I'm comparing the Sonys, the Beats. I've also got the Galaxy Buds Pro and 2 other headphones, and they're all good, but you clearly hear a difference that feels more studio-like, more personal. It's warm. The vocals are very clear, and when Saf talked about battery life is great. There are many earbuds that do much longer battery life. You can check. There's so many ones that can do like 32 hours, 40 something. But that solid 24-hour use case is really good for this. The one thing I do like though, and I know some people kind of don't like it, is the case. It feels like it's made from recycled material, and even from the packaging, it's recycled material all the way. It's got this very light, comfortable, almost retro feel to it. Now, I think overall, like, it is more expensive than most wireless buds you would want to pick up, because even at that $280 price point, $250 in the UK in terms of £250, it's a little higher, but it's one where you get it. The difference is noticeable. So it's not like you spend money, you're going, it's good, it's good. This is more like, okay, so this is what 280 sounds like.
Okay,
I get it. that's the difference there. Now, what are your negatives?
Okay, so what I will say is they stay in my ears as far as I can tell. I've not done anything too extensive with them so far, but from my brief testing in terms of ear stay inability, right, they clip in, but I had to go with the small tips. I normally don't have to go with the small tips because they just would not fit. The other ones just would not fit, right? Anyway, but that was quite easy. It got them in. Now, one thing that I noticed, after a few hours of listening straight away was they are big, right? So when it comes to comfortability, I would easily say either the AirPods, which are much lighter, right, and don't stick out as much. So I'm talking about like from from the side, they do come out quite a bit, right? And
Yeah.
if we even compare like the Galaxy Buds Pro, for example, they don't pop out as much from the side of your ears, right? So if you did kind of like want to, just kind of rest somewhere, you're not going to be able to do that because these significantly come out and they're also heavier. I don't know the exact weight, but they just feel pretty beefy, right? So compared to what I'm used to, and again, this is somebody who uses the AirPods Pro and the Galaxy Buds Pro. Now, the Galaxy Buds Pro and the AirPods Pro don't stay in my ears as well. They do come out. The AirPods Pro don't stay in my ears like they do fall out quite a bit. The Galaxy Buds Pro, I need to readjust them every so often. The Sonys seem to sit in and just fit. Okay, and I also like the seal around them, which gives you better active noise cancellation, which is again something that I really do like, right? But they're big, they're very big.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do agree with you. I think the fit is something that some people might find issues, but you're right. Just go down one size. If you normally go with a large, the medium, because Comply Foam does expand. That's why you get that, like, it's weird because when you go down one size and you go, oh, okay, this is fine. I agree with you with the size, but I'm fine with it because to get good audio, to get this kind of audio, you need to have certain drivers and certain. That's where people like Apple and Samsung do more stuff with the digital experience of audio, while this is still trying to like. Even though Sony has the best app you can get right now for headphones, and you can play with the EQs and stuff like that, Apple tends to do that automatically with the W1 chip, where it tries to manage stuff, and Samsung also does that as well, built in. Sony wants to give you the experience first because a lot of people, they know that a lot of people still won't necessarily go into the app. Now, I love the app because it's got the adaptive noise cancellation feature where it adapts to your environment quickly and it gives you a ping. At first it's annoying, but I kind of like it because there's sometimes where I'm like, is it quiet, or I'm not even sure what's going on at this point. And you kind of, once you move or it changes, then it changes for you. And I love the talk to chat feature where you're listening to music, you want to talk to someone, you start talking, it stops the music. It is great unless you're one of those people who likes to hum or sing to your music, then it will always just cut you off. Like the music will just stop. So best to turn it off.
Okay, now we've done. So the other thing that I also wanted to say is the mics are okay, right? And and the connectivity as well I've liked, because one of the problems that I still get with the Galaxy Buds Pro, and this is on my Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, is sometimes the connection is just weird because like I'll have a call which I've just answered. I put the earbuds in, it'll switch to the earbuds and then it'll switch back to the phone, and it's so annoying, and it always does this. This doesn't. I've no experience with the Sony so far, which I do like. Yeah. So it's just like, okay, I'm on a call. I put the earbuds in, boom, it switches to the earbuds. I'm okay with that. That's fine, right? However, I still think that the mics sound better on the AirPods Pro.
I think they're the same. I honestly think they're the same, because when you called me, if you did not say it was the Sony, it would have been literally either the Galaxy Buds or AirPods Pro for me. And when I hear you talk with both of the AirPods Pro and the Galaxy Buds, they're the same. Doesn't matter when you switch, other than when we have a faulty connection or there's some weird thing that goes on. But in terms of the audio, it's literally the same for both of them. Okay. So because when you said, you're like, hello, can you hear me? I was like, yeah, I can hear you. It's clear. It's good. And I just wanted to, you're like, it's the Sonys. I was like, they're fine. They work. So for me, I think they're fine. I mean, Sony went with a bone conducting and standard earpiece as well. So it's interesting to see how that works out. I want to see how that works in a noisier environment.
Yeah. I think people will call me a fanboy, but I think the AirPods Pro, I think maybe the stems have something to do with it, because the stems kind of put the mics a little lower towards your mouth, maybe there's something that happens better there. Because I think the Galaxy Buds Pro for me came closest in terms of mic quality. These are good, but I still would edge the AirPods Pro mics to the Sonys.
He just had to give Apple something because they lost this whole thing.
Hey man, that's just but one of the things I also want to address is like, come on, Sony, can you please just name your products? Like, can't you just call them the Sony Earbuds Pro?
No. Just call them. Actually, look, they like the weird naming structure. Just call them the Sony. No, honestly,
XM4.
I know, I get it. XM4, right? XM4, and then for the over the ears, call them HM4s, or just change one letter in front. Make it simple. None of that WF-1000.
Yeah, but it's just, I'm sorry, but it's just bad because like you look at Apple, right? They are the gold standard when it comes to, right now AirPods are the best selling earphones full stop ever, right? Simple naming. What do you have? I have the AirPods, or I have the AirPods Pro. Right? They don't even go into the, even with the numbers, it's just like, I have the new ones, right? They don't go into all of that detail. Now, this is what Sony needs to do. Like, as you were saying, either call them just the XM4s. Now, I know people refer to them as that, but the whole naming is still really bad, right? So, either just call them the Sony Earbuds Pro, right? Nice, simple, something that people can remember. And then you can call the Sony Headphones Pro. I don't know what you want to call them, but just go with simple naming, please, Sony. Please, we're requesting because you make great products. You're just diluting the product because it's confusing. Then people just don't know. Because when I put these on, somebody tweeted me saying, I thought those were the headphones and they've been out for a long time. I'm like, no, those weren't the WF-1000XM4s. Those were the WH-1000. What? Come on, seriously. Like, why? Like, stop doing this. It's just, something needs to be done. Simple as something needs to be done.
It's engineers using the engineering name as the marketing name for products. That name is fine. That name is fine in the user manual, somewhere in the user manual. Sure, you can keep that in there. That's cool. On the product label, you're right. Sony, Earbuds Pro, Sony Earbuds. That's it. Whatever you want to call it. Like I said, even if they went with XM4s, as long as you just kept it there, I swear to God, I think if they switch to XM4s, I think everybody will go, oh, thank God. That, like, please save us. I think whoever helps Sony name the PlayStation should be given a Lifetime Achievement Award. Because
exactly, simple. You know what I mean? And that's the way it should be. Like, from a marketing point of view, that's the way it should be. But I had to rant about that because it's just super annoying. But as wireless earbuds, like as I said, I want to stick to it. In my opinion, they are currently the best sounding and the best active noise cancellation. They're not perfect. We mentioned a few of the disadvantages, but they're great, and I can recommend them. If you are really into your audio, you want some great quality audio and great active noise cancellation with excellent battery life for what these are, I can recommend them. What about you, E? I think we already know.
Absolutely. I think this is a must buy for if you're looking to maximize the best out of true wireless buds and you're okay with spending that amount of money. This is it. And even if you were looking at anything within, let's look at $300 to $0 to $300, it's the best you can buy, and you won't regret it. That's the good part. Like, you will not have regrets. You might be annoyed with certain things because, like Saf said, nothing is perfect, but you will not regret it.
Okay, so those are the Sony Earbuds Pro.
Sony XM4s.
I hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to hear the full podcast episode, then that will be linked down below. And if you want to see more clips like this, then be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss them. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf Speaks, and I'll see you next time.